Documents obtained by the ABC claim the death toll from a violent protest outside an Australian military base in Afghanistan was much higher than reported by NATO at the time. ABC Investigations reporter Mark Willisey has more.
Well, this base was in the Chora Valley, and what had happened that day is that locals had seen smoke coming out of the base, the Australian base, and the rumours spread around the village that basically the Australian troops had been burning the Quran, and that was fuelled, we think, by Taliban sympathisers. So that agitated the village. The men and some of the boys then marched upon this outpost, this forward operating base that the Australians were running. The crowd built quite substantially. You can see in the video that we've obtained that the crowd builds rather quickly, and they're very agitated. Sticks, flags are being raised and swung around, and then rocks come firing in on the Australian positions. Now, NATO later on said that there was live fire from the coalition base in question, and that one protester who was brandishing an AK-47 had been shot dead, and that this fire was necessary to basically disperse this crowd. That was the official version of events on that day. Well, the ABC has obtained about 90 files from the Afghanistan Independent Human Rights Commission, which detail a number of events, incidents, clashes involving Australian troops and special forces. One of them involves this protest in the Chora Valley, and it says 5 people died that day, 6 were wounded, basically after this rumour of the Quran burning had got around. So that's much higher than what NATO had said at the time, and it basically raises questions about the fact that do we know exactly what's been going on with these incidents, given it's taken 9 years for these claims to come out that it's much higher death toll. We went to Defence with a list of questions given what we'd found in the Afghan human rights files, and for the first time Defence has acknowledged that an Australian soldier was among the coalition troops at the base that day that did open fire with live rounds, and the Defence Department said investigators later said that that soldier did that in self-defence and he did it within the rules of engagement. Defence went on in quite a detailed statement, I have to say, to add that basically it was their belief that if armed protesters had breached the perimeter of the Australian base that day, that more lives would have been lost and that the lives of Australian troops would have been directly under threat. And I should say that the video we've seen, there's no suggestion by the ABC or anyone else that the soldiers in that video were involved in that opening of fire, but we certainly do know now that more people died that day than was officially recorded.